My child, you have exactly 2 minutes. That's all I can give you before something is placed at your door, before someone knocks, before a letter is delivered, before your world changes in a way you never thought it would. Listen to me. Don't let this moment pass like the others. Don't say maybe later. Don't say what if it's not true. This is your sign. This is not a coincidence. I made sure that your eyes would see this message now, not earlier, not later, now, because your heart is ready and your soul already knows something is coming. You feel it, don't you? That strange stirring inside, that shift in the air, that whisper that won't stop echoing in your chest. Archangel Michael is standing right next to you, watching over you. His sword is drawn, not for war, but for truth. He's not warning you about danger today. He's revealing a blessing, a deep, hidden blessing that was written for you long ago and has finally found its way to your name. A letter, yes, a real one, not a metaphor. A paper that carries something the world thought you'd never see, something that belongs to you, something that could not be destroyed even when everything was taken from you. But do you want to know the truth? The person who sent this letter, you will not believe it. You would have never expected them because, in your eyes, they forgot you. They left, they changed, or maybe they died. But in the unseen world, something else happened. A divine agreement, a final wish, a signature placed not just with a pen, but with love, sacrifice, and divine timing. That letter contains more than money. It contains recognition. It contains truth. It contains healing that your spirit has waited years for. Wait, don't scroll yet. Don't dismiss this as just another thing, because listen, something is about to unfold, and you'll need your heart wide open for what's next. You may even want to sit down. Let me speak to you the way I always do, with love, clarity, and no interruptions. I've seen your tears. I've watched you wondering why you never receive what others do, why the ones who took shortcuts got ahead while you stayed faithful, kind, honest, and invisible. But you were never invisible to me. I was storing up every act of loyalty you made, every time you gave without expecting back, every night you prayed and said, God, I'm still here. Just don't forget me. And I didn't. That's why the letter is coming now. And that's why Archangel Michael is rushing to you with this final alert. You have 2 minutes to say yes with your spirit, to prepare your space, because someone you once loved deeply, maybe someone who crossed over, made sure you would not be left with nothing. A spiritual inheritance is arriving, and it's connected to real-world change. Yes, finances, a new address, access you didn't even know you were blocked from. I'm not just sending peace, I'm sending proof. Pause here and breathe, my child, because this message was sent to you directly. Subscribe now if you know this isn't random. That way you'll never miss a message again. I have more to tell you. You'll need it. Heaven wants you updated in real time. You're not just watching a video, you're part of the prophecy being fulfilled. Now listen again. The person who sent this, you would have never guessed it. Maybe you don't even speak to them anymore. Maybe you thought they forgot you. But in their final moments, or in their moment of greatest realization, they made a decision. They wrote your name. They wrote that everything they could leave behind should go to you. And now it's moving toward you faster than you think. A courier is preparing something. A legal notice is being updated. An email is being composed. A bank account is being reviewed. An old storage key is being searched. A door is being opened. And your name, it's being whispered in places of power because God is placing you back where you belong. The enemy tried to erase you, but I never allowed your identity to be lost. I kept your name hidden until it was safe, but now it's time. If your hands are shaking, it's because your soul already knows what I'm saying is real. This isn't fantasy. This is your time, your moment. And when the news arrives, it won't just say congratulations. It will say, we've been trying to contact you for a while. This letter was left for you, signed, sealed, protected. You are the only one who can open it. And when you open it, you'll realize it was never about money. It was about justice. It was about restoring what was lost. It was about finally giving you the peace and confirmation you begged me for. And still, you'll be shocked when you see who signed it, because it was the one you thought forgot you the most. My dear child, stay here. Let the rest of the message reach your heart because we're not done yet. You're about to step into something sacred, and your angels are watching it unfold. Now, you're still here. Good. That means your heart is listening. That means you felt the shift, because only those chosen to receive this are able to stay still in this kind of moment. The rest of the world is too busy running, chasing what was never meant for them. But you were chosen for this. You were prepared for this. That letter, that inheritance, that secret, it's not a mistake. It was timed perfectly with the phase of your life where you finally stopped begging others to see your worth and started asking me to reveal what was already yours. And now I'm revealing it. The angels have watched the delay. They have cried when you cried. They have stood at the doors that never opened and whispered your name again and again. Do you know how many times Archangel Michael defended you without you ever realizing? He blocked signatures that would have stolen your rights. He interrupted people mid-sentence when they tried to cancel what had your name on it. He stood behind decision-makers, making their hands tremble when they attempted to scratch your name out of the story. And still, you stayed quiet. Still, you said, God knows, God sees, God will do it. And now, I am. But listen closely. This letter, this inheritance, this moment, it's sacred. It's not just about receiving something valuable. It's about stepping into a role that your soul signed up for long ago. You're not just inheriting money, you're inheriting responsibility. Your name is being written into a higher plan. This moment is bigger than your bank account. This is spiritual positioning, divine justice, the reversal of years where others took what belonged to you. Your peace, your strength, your confidence, your love, your stability. And now I'm handing it back. But it won't arrive the way you expect. You won't get a warning bell. You won't receive a clear call that says, "This is it." No, it will appear ordinary at first. A simple message, a letter in your mailbox, a knock at the door, an email that makes your stomach drop, someone's name you haven't heard in years suddenly popping up again. But you'll know. You'll know. Your spirit will recognize it immediately, like a piece of your soul just clicked back into place, and you'll say, "Oh my God, you really heard me all those times." Yes, I heard every single one of them, even the silent prayers, even the ones you didn't say out loud because you were too tired, even the ones you whispered when everyone else was asleep, especially those. I want you to hear this, not just with your ears, but with your whole being. A letter with shocking news about your inheritance is arriving. And the one who sent it, they never stopped loving you. They were blocked from telling you before, or they didn't know how. Maybe they were too proud. Maybe they passed away before they could say what they needed to say. But the truth is, they made a decision. They did the right thing, and they trusted heaven to deliver it to you in the perfect moment. That moment is now. Do not be afraid. I know this sounds too good to be true, but when I move, it never looks normal. I don't move according to the laws of man. I move according to eternal promise, and I don't need permission from anyone to bless you. This is your portion. This is your time. This is your message, and you must be ready when it arrives, because once it does, everything you thought you lost, you'll realize it was never gone. It was simply being protected. Let me speak to your heart one more time before the rest arrives. If you're seeing this, it's because you're being aligned with divine timing. If this message feels like it's reading your soul, it's because it is. If your hands are trembling, that's not fear. That's recognition. You were always meant to be restored. You were always meant to receive. You were always meant to walk into a season of peace after so many battles. And now, the messenger is on the way. The person who made the decision for your blessing to reach you, they're watching from where they are. Whether they're still on earth or in heaven, they are smiling because the letter is on the move. Do you feel it? The room you're in has changed. It feels different. Heavier, brighter, more full. That's because Archangel Michael is there now, and he's preparing your path for what's next. He says, tell them not to give up now. Tell them to open this immediately. Tell them they were never forgotten. So I'm telling you, prepare. Breathe. Because your miracle has a name on it, and the name is yours. You still don't know who sent the letter, do you? That's okay. You're not supposed to know yet. That's part of what makes this moment sacred. Some truths can only be revealed when the soul is soft enough to receive them. If I had told you earlier, you wouldn't have believed me. You would have said, no, not them. You would have questioned every detail. But now your heart is open, the walls are a little lower. The pain has humbled you in the most beautiful way. Now, you're not looking for revenge. You're looking for meaning. And that's exactly what I'm giving you. The person who sent it, they couldn't say the words while they were alive or while they were near, or maybe they were right beside you for years and didn't know how to speak love in your language. But what they did instead, they made sure that when the time came, you'd receive the truth anyway. That truth is waiting inside an envelope. A simple, silent, powerful envelope. And the moment you open it, your life will split into two halves, before the letter and after. And listen, child, I must prepare you for something deeper, because when you read what's inside, you'll feel two things at once: deep love and deep grief. Love because finally someone saw your worth. Grief because it came from the one you thought never did. But I don't want you to drown in those feelings. I want you to rise. This is a spiritual transaction. This is not about what you lost. It's about what I protected. You thought you missed the blessing, but in reality, I hid it from those who would have misused it. I shielded your inheritance until your name could be written on it in peace, not in pain, until you could hold it with reverence, not resentment. This is why you couldn't receive it earlier. Your soul had to grow, your faith had to deepen, your silence had to mature into strength. And now that moment has come. There is no mistake here. That letter is not late. It's on time. And it's arriving with more than just financial value. It's arriving with confirmation. You're not forgotten. You were never forgotten. The one who you thought walked away actually walked straight into a plan that would one day lead back to you. And the pain you went through in that time, it wasn't meaningless. It softened you, it cleaned you, it prepared you to receive something bigger than explanation. It prepared you to receive divine trust, because this inheritance is not just a gift, it's a symbol. A spiritual crown placed on your head. Heaven is watching now. All eyes are on you. The angels are gathered. The final steps are unfolding. You think you're just sitting here reading this, but the truth is, you're in the middle of a spiritual courtroom. Documents are being signed, deeds are being stamped, locks are being broken, and old agreements that tried to block your name are being ripped apart by the hands of Archangel Michael himself. You have 2 minutes. That's what he said. And now, only seconds remain. Let me whisper to your soul what the world can't tell you. You've been appointed by heaven to carry something forward, and this letter is proof that your name is still active in the divine system. When you get it, hold it close. Don't rush. Don't tear it open with fear. Hold it like a sacred scroll, because that's what it is. You're not just being rewarded, you're being acknowledged. Even the mistakes you made, I used them. Even the people who tried to curse you, I reversed them. Even the days you said, God, I can't keep going, I carried you anyway. And now, this is the moment where you'll see that none of it was wasted. My child, listen to me. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you. And now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Cheap copies? I have something way more powerful. Did you know that manifestation methods like the law of attraction are cheap copies of something far more ancient, something way more powerful? Dig deep enough, and they all go back to the ultimate manifester of them all, God Himself. God's message was clear for 2,000 years. That message was that the kingdom of God is within. In other words, we can create paradise from within as long as we know how to unlock the power to do it within ourselves. The key to unlocking the divine power to manifest for ourselves comes in the form of an ancient gospel, a gospel that has remained hidden on 52 miles of shelves in the Vatican Library for centuries. Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret. Now, for the first time ever, you can access the secret inside that gospel to manifest unlimited abundance in your life. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. The world will try to tell you you're imagining this, that it's a fantasy, that people don't just receive life-changing news through spiritual signs. But I'm here to say they do, and you will, because when I move, I do it in a way that leaves no room for coincidence. You're about to walk into a moment that will break generational silence. What's written inside the letter isn't just for you. It's for the ones who came before you. It's for the ones who prayed over you. It's for the promises they made with their final breath. It's for the legacy that was left undone because of pain, fear, or time running out. But now time has returned, and it's pointing at you. This is why you've been so restless lately, why you've been waking up at strange hours, why certain memories have been rising again, because your spirit knows. It's picking up what your mind doesn't understand. The inheritance is moving, and your soul was born for this moment. Don't look away. Don't say, maybe later. Say, yes, Lord, I receive it. I'm ready now. And as you do, something invisible will begin to shift. A vibration, a breaking, a parting of spiritual waters. And the next time you open your door or your phone or your mailbox, don't be surprised when something is there. And don't be surprised when it has your name written beautifully, clearly, completely, as if it had been waiting for you all your life. You're still with me. That means something. It means your soul was meant to hear the whole message, not just the start. So let me take you all the way to the finish line. Don't let anything distract you now, because these final words I'm about to say, these are the ones that will seal it. The ones that will open the heavens above your head. The ones that will light up the truth like fire behind your eyes. I need you to understand something very clearly, and I want you to hold on to it forever. This inheritance was always yours. But the reason it's arriving now, the reason Archangel Michael says you only have minutes left, is because your name was recently spoken aloud in heaven. Yes, that's how it works. There are moments where everything slows down in the spiritual realm, where angels gather, where voices rise, where your life is discussed at a table higher than any boardroom, and someone said, call their name again. Let the blessing that's been waiting be released. They've been faithful, they've been silent, they've been ready. Now send the letter. And it began. A ripple in the divine system, a whisper among angels, a courier assigned, a soul remembered, a letter released. The person who sent it, they didn't forget you. They just didn't know how to reach you from where they were. But they asked heaven to do what they could not. They asked God to carry their love forward, and that's exactly what's happening right now. You're not imagining this feeling. You're not making it up. You're not being overdramatic. You're standing at the edge of a moment that was written into your life contract. You see, I don't just give blessings. I restore things. I rewrite endings. I return names to places they were once erased from. And that's what this moment is. It's me returning what others tried to remove. Not just an object, not just money, but honor, identity, legacy. Your inheritance is about you finally seeing who you've always been, in my eyes. You've walked through too many rooms where people didn't recognize your heart. You've spoken too many sentences that no one truly heard. You've loved people who only noticed you once you left. You've carried burdens that were never yours in the first place. And now I'm lifting them off you so that when the letter arrives, your hands are free enough to receive it. Yes, it will have words inside that shake you. It may even have an apology or a confession or a story you never knew, written out in soft ink and heavy truth. But do not cry too long, my child. Let your tears wash you but not drown you, because what's arriving is not just closure, it's activation. That inheritance, it comes with a key. That letter, it unlocks something the enemy tried to bury. Your future, your next step. A miracle disguised as paperwork, a breakthrough hidden inside an envelope. And you'll hear it. You'll hear your name. You'll hear my voice echoing behind it, whispering, I told you I would not forget. I told you I would come through. Let me ask you something. Why do you think your spirit feels more awake lately? Why do you think you've been hearing numbers, seeing names, getting flashbacks? It's because you're being spiritually alerted. Archangel Michael has been trying to get your attention all week. This is the moment, the countdown, the reason you haven't felt peace, because heaven has been shouting your name. And finally the noise is clearing, finally the fog is lifting, and yes, you are standing right where you need to be. Don't turn back now. Don't say, I'm not worthy. Don't say, maybe it's for someone else. It's not. It's for you. You know it. You feel it. You're not here by accident. You were chosen. And now let me seal this moment in your memory. When the letter arrives, however it arrives, hold it with both hands. Bless it before you read it. Say, God, I receive this in full faith. I am ready. Thank you for remembering me. Then open it slowly, carefully, like it's a doorway, because it is. And as you read each word, you will feel something shift, not just in your chest, not just in your emotions, but in your reality, because inheritance does that. It rewrites futures, it closes old wounds, it restores names, and it proves once and for all that heaven never loses track of its children. I know you've waited. I know you've been tired, but now it's here. Archangel Michael says you have only seconds left. Don't delay. Don't hesitate. Open this immediately. And I, the one who formed your spirit, say to you now, well done. You didn't give up. You didn't turn away. You stayed soft when the world tried to make you hard. You stayed kind. And now, child, the reward that has your name on it is being delivered. The letter is real. The inheritance is real. The love behind it is real. And your time is now. Go open the door. Go open your heart, because the rest of your life is waiting there, and you won't believe who remembered you after all this time. God, you haven't missed it. I know there's a fear in your heart whispering, what if I'm too late? What if someone else got there first? But that fear doesn't come from me. That fear is a lie that tries to block you from receiving what is rightfully yours. Listen to me, child. When I write your name on something, no one else can take it. Not even time, not even delay, not even the people who tried to step over you when you were at your lowest. That letter, that inheritance, that miracle, it has been guarded. Yes, guarded. Heaven did not let it fall into the wrong hands. Archangel Michael stood over it. Angels fought battles in silence so that it would reach you untouched, unchanged, undiluted. And now at the perfect hour, when your soul is finally healed enough to hold it with humility and not ego, with gratitude and not fear, it's coming. You don't even know how many times it almost slipped through. You don't even know how many people tried to block your name from showing up. But I kept restoring it. I kept rewriting it. Every time you said, God, I trust you even though I don't understand, I moved. Every time you cried and said, if I'm really chosen, then please show me, I answered, silently preparing this moment. And now the moment is unfolding. You are not broken anymore. You are not forgotten anymore. You are not wandering anymore. You are being recalled. Heaven is calling you back to your original position, to the table where your name was always meant to be spoken, to the life where you were never meant to settle for half-hearted love, empty promises, and temporary homes. This inheritance is not just about resources. It's about recognition. It's about saying to your soul, you didn't imagine your value. You felt it because it was real. And finally, someone else saw it too. The one who sent that letter, they couldn't show you their heart while they were alive or while they were near, or maybe they didn't know how to love you properly because they were fighting battles you couldn't see. But when they had clarity, when they saw the truth, they did what they could, and they left it all to you. You may never get the apology in words, but this letter, it's their apology in action, their final act of redemption, and you'll feel it the moment you hold it in your hands. Your knees might shake. You might forget how to breathe for a second. You might need to sit down. That's how it feels when heaven breaks into earth. And listen, this won't be the last time I surprise you. This is just the beginning. Because once you step into what's rightfully yours, once your inheritance is placed into your hands, your authority returns too. and with it comes clarity, confidence, boldness, peace that can't be shaken. You'll walk differently. People will look at you and ask what changed, and you'll smile, knowing the answer is too sacred to fully explain. You'll just say, God remembered me, and He sent a letter to prove it. That's what this is. Proofs. Proof that you are not invisible. Proof that your love left an impact. Proof that you mattered to someone more than you realized. Proof that even when no one was clapping, I was watching. And now it's time to stop shrinking yourself, stop doubting the signs, stop thinking you are the exception to every miracle. You are not cursed. You are not overlooked. You are not unlucky. You are not late. You are chosen. And your name is written not just on earth, but in heaven's archive. And when heaven writes your name, it cannot be erased. Not by death, not by lies, not by time, not even by you. So when this letter arrives, when this miracle finally reaches you, open it with reverence, read it with grace. Let the tears fall, yes, but then lift your head and walk forward, because this is the moment your story finally shifts. You will never be the same again. And that's the point. You were never meant to stay small, never meant to live in fear, never meant to think your life was just about surviving. You were born for inheritance, and now you're stepping into it. Archangel Michael says this is not the end, it's the unlocking. The blessing will unfold in layers. The letter is the first, but behind it comes more. Keep watching, stay faithful. The next doors are opening already. So hold still. You may hear the knock on your door. You may see the name you never expected. You may feel the whole room shift. And when it happens, say these words aloud. God, I'm ready. I receive everything you've saved for me. I won't run from it. I won't doubt it. I believe it's my time now. Say it like a prayer. Say it like a promise. Say it like a prophecy over your own life, because the seconds are up and the letter is here. You made it. You stayed with me till the very end. Do you know how rare that is? Most people stop listening when the words get too close, when the truth begins to sting, when love feels too heavy to hold. But not you. You stayed. You let my voice rest on your heart. You let these words wash over your old wounds. And because of that, I'm not done with you. In fact, now I can begin the next part. I've watched you sit in the back while others were chosen. I've watched you stay silent while others were celebrated. You never tried to force the spotlight. You just wanted peace. And now, peace is coming for you. Not a little peace, not temporary peace, not maybe it'll work out peace. I'm talking about divine order, heavenly restoration, and unshakable foundation. I'm talking about you walking into rooms you once cried outside of. I'm talking about documents that once said denied, now reading approved. I'm talking about you opening a letter and realizing it's not just ink on paper, it's prophecy on parchment. A divine transaction sealed in secret and delivered in perfect time. And no one can take this from you, because what I give, I do not take back. What I bless, I do not regret. What I write, I do not erase. So take a deep breath, because it's all happening now. Yes, even if you can't see the letter yet, even if the mailman hasn't come, even if no one has messaged you, it's still moving behind the scenes. My angels are delivering what belongs to you. It may arrive through someone's words. It may come as an unexpected message, a legal update, a surprise visit, a phone call, a private email. And when it does, you'll feel it in your bones. Not just surprise, not just hope, relief. Because the part of your heart that always felt something was missing will finally feel whole. Let me remind you of this. I'm not giving you this inheritance so you can prove anything to anyone. Not to the ones who left, not to the ones who doubted you, not to the ones who tried to use your kindness against you. I'm giving it to you because I love you and because you never stopped believing. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Listen to this 7-second wealth prayer now. 7 seconds is all it takes to manifest more wealth than you ever imagined possible. 7 seconds is all it takes to break any unconscious money curse you might carry around. People underestimate the power of the number 7 when it comes to manifesting massive changes in our lives. But think about this. The greatest manifestation feat ever took place in 7 days, the creation of Earth. 7 is the number of God's covenant with mankind. Genesis 7:2. The Sabbath occurs on the 7th day. With the right 7-second wealth prayer, hidden away by the elites for centuries, what you can manifest is almost limitless. Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret. Listen to this 7-second wealth prayer now. It will not be online for long. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Even when your faith was hanging on by a thread, you whispered, God, I still believe. You whispered, God, please don't forget me. You whispered, God, even if it's small, please just show me you see me. This is my answer. The letter is not just a gift. It is evidence. Evidence that your prayers weren't empty. Evidence that your tears had power. Evidence that you are connected to something far greater than this world. You are divinely seen, divinely remembered, and divinely chosen. So when it arrives, and it will, receive it without fear. You don't need to wonder, is this really for me? It is. You don't need to ask, what if I'm not ready? You are. You don't need to say, but what if I mess it up? You won't, because I will be with you every step of the way. When you open the envelope, my spirit will be there. When you read the first line, my angels will stand guard. When your knees buckle from the weight of what's inside, I'll be the one holding you up. You'll finally understand why I made you wait, why I made you grow in silence, why I didn't let certain people stay, why I let your heart break only to rebuild it stronger, because I was preparing you not for crumbs, but for everything. So here's what I want you to do. Keep your heart open. Keep your spirit ready. Watch for the signs. Feel the shift. Trust what your soul already knows. The inheritance is real. The letter is real. The blessing is real. and your name is written on it in ink that cannot be washed away. So walk forward. You're not begging anymore. You're not hoping anymore. You're receiving. This is your moment, your season, your answer. Signed, sent, sealed, delivered by heaven. And I, the one who formed your soul and wrote your destiny before time began. I'm smiling now because, my child, you stayed faithful, and now you will be fulfilled. Wait for the knock. Listen for the call. Watch for the sign. The letter is almost at your door, and the one who sent it, you already know the answer. It's me, God. Yes, my precious child, we are almost there. And yet there is still one more wave of truth I want to pour into your soul. Because what I'm doing in you is not just a blessing, it's a rebirth. I am not just giving you a miracle. I am giving you a new way of seeing yourself, a new strength to stand in, and a new level of peace that doesn't depend on the world around you. You've made it to this moment for a reason, and now I want you to breathe in the final part of this message, the part that seals everything heaven has spoken over your life tonight. Child, listen closely. There is a reason the enemy fought you so hard this year. There's a reason things felt heavier, more painful, more confusing than usual. It's because something inside of you was shifting, something holy, something that can no longer be hidden. You were stepping into the truest version of yourself, the one I created before the world tried to shape you. And the enemy saw it. He saw the glow beginning to rise again in your soul. He saw your prayers getting bolder. He saw your heart refusing to turn cold. He saw your eyes beginning to look up again, and he panicked. But child, he is too late. You've crossed the threshold now. Your spirit has entered the zone where faith overtakes fear, where peace becomes louder than panic, where miracles no longer feel like something you wait for, but something you walk with. And let me tell you what's next. There's a moment coming in the next few days, yes, days, that will feel like time froze for you. A message, a visit, a voice, a sentence you didn't expect to hear. Something small in the natural, but loud in the spirit. And when it happens, you'll feel it in your bones. You'll feel it in your chest. You'll know, this is it. God really is with me. He really meant every word. That moment will begin the chain reaction, because the miracle has already been approved. It just needed your heart to be positioned. And now it is. You're not who you were even a week ago. You've grown in silence, you've healed in pieces, and now you're ready to be whole. You're ready for love that feels like safety. You're ready for opportunities that don't leave you drained. You're ready for friendships that see your light and protect it. You're ready for divine favor that doesn't come and go. It stays. I want you to know this deep down. You didn't miss it. You didn't ruin it. You didn't take too long. You're right on time. I make all things beautiful in their season, and this, child, is your season. And there's something else. I've placed someone in your life, or I am about to, whose heart has been prepared just for you. This person will not drain you. They will not confuse you. They will not make you doubt yourself. They will see you and they will love you, not just for your light, but for your journey. This person has also walked through their own fires, and when you meet, it will feel like peace, like destiny, like finally. And I want you to stay open to that love. Don't reject it because of the pain of the past. Let it in because I sent it. And when I send someone, they don't leave you the same. Tonight, I need you to look in the mirror and speak something out loud. You may feel silly. Do it anyway. Stand still, look into your own eyes and say, I am chosen, I am worthy, I am ready. My miracle is here. Say it until something breaks. Say it until something unlocks. Say it until you believe it again, because I believe in you. I've always believed in you, even when you were doubting me, even when you were running, even when you were quiet and tired and confused. I never left your side. And now, I'm asking you for one more step. Stay expectant, not anxious, not impatient, just open. Because when your spirit stays open, the blessings flow like rivers. You'll wake up with ideas, you'll feel peace without knowing why, you'll start receiving without striving, because that's how my favor works. It rests on you. It doesn't need you to chase it, it doesn't need you to perform. It only needs you to say, yes, Lord, I'm here. I receive it all. Right now, if you're still here, still reading, still crying, still believing, comment below with, this is my confirmation. My name is on this. My miracle is real. I am God's chosen and subscribed child, because you and I, we've only just begun this journey. This was not just a message, it was a moment, a spiritual turning point, a divine alignment. Now rest, not like someone who's still waiting. Rest like someone who knows the gift is already on the way. And tomorrow, expect to smile for no reason. Expect to receive something that feels too perfect to be a coincidence. Expect to say, God, you really did it, because I will. And I am with you until the very end, always and forever, with more love than your heart could ever hold. You're God. This is not just a moment. This is the beginning of a movement in your life. Because when I say inheritance, I'm not only talking about wealth, letters, property, or hidden trust accounts. I'm also talking about healing that was delayed. I'm talking about freedom from every lie spoken over your name. I'm talking about the restoration of your divine identity, the version of you that never begged for attention, never doubted their worth, never had to prove their value. That version is returning now. With every breath you take, you're becoming more you than you've ever been. You've always carried something sacred. That's why people couldn't understand you. That's why you were often misjudged. That's why you felt like an outsider, even in rooms full of love. But not anymore. Not after this. Because this letter, this inheritance, is not just bringing you what is yours, it's bringing you home. Home to your truth, home to your confidence, home to your purpose, home to your divine timeline. It's okay if you cry again. It's okay if your hands tremble just thinking about it. It's okay if part of you is still afraid to believe fully. But listen to me. You're not the same person who used to doubt. You're stronger now. You're braver now. You're clearer now. you're ready. This time, when the door knocks, you won't hide, you'll open it. This time, when the message comes, you won't question it, you'll receive it. And this time, when someone speaks your name in honor, you won't shrink down. You'll stand tall because you know now it wasn't luck, it was divine. You've paid the price in silence. You've waited in rooms where no one noticed you. You sat in the shadows while others were praised. But heaven kept track. Heaven saw it all. And heaven said, when the time is right, I will repay my child in full. This is the time. I want you to hear this with your soul. You're not stepping into a blessing, you're stepping into a promise. And a promise kept by me never expires, never weakens, never fails. So when your hands finally hold what I've been preparing for you, I want you to remember this very moment, this quiet moment right here. You and me. No noise, no distractions, just truth, just presence, just love that has never stopped chasing you, not for 1 second. Let the world keep watching. Let the doubters keep guessing. Let the ones who forgot you remember you in awe. Because I'm not doing this in secret. I'm doing it in light. Not to shame you, but to showcase you. Not to overwhelm you, but to elevate you. Not to put you on a pedestal, but to put you in position. Position to lead, position to love again, position to rise, position to claim every single thing that once slipped through your fingers. It's not slipping this time. You're not losing this time. You're not too late this time. You're just early enough to witness a miracle unfold in slow motion. So breathe with me now. Can you feel it? That's stillness. That's sacred hush. That's the atmosphere of heaven aligning with earth. That's your name being spoken in places your feet haven't even touched yet. That's your blessing stretching its arms toward you after all this time. You've been marked for more since the beginning, and now the more is arriving. So when you receive the letter, touch it like it's holy, because it is. It's not just paper, it's prophecy. And what's written inside is not just from them, it's from me. I'm the one who whispered in their heart. I'm the one who stirred their memory. I'm the one who reminded them of your worth when they were on their knees, asking what they could still make right before their time was up. And they said your name. Your name. Not just because they missed you, but because they knew you were the only one who would treat it like sacred. And they were right. So now you'll see what it feels like when heaven writes back. When love that was once lost returns in a form you never expected. When your hands finally touch the paper, you'll know this wasn't the end. It was the beginning of the rest of your divine story. So open it, cherish it, walk in it, and never again say, maybe I'm not meant to be blessed. Because now you know you were born for it. And this letter, this miracle, this moment proves it. God, today is not an ordinary day, my child. Listen closely. I sent Archangel Michael many times before to whisper to your soul, but you were too overwhelmed to notice. And now, today, on this very day, it has become an emergency. I, your Father in heaven, order you to open this message now. There is no more waiting. A secret courier is already on the way to your house, and the package they carry is not made of paper or wrapped in tape. It's wrapped in fate. It's sealed in divine timing. It is what you've prayed for in silence, cried for in the dark, and almost gave up on. But heaven never forgot. I never forgot. That's why you're seeing this now. Yes, you. Don't scroll away. This is not a coincidence. This is not just another message. This is your moment. Archangel Michael is still standing at the door of your spirit, knocking gently but firmly, waiting for your soul to hear the knock that the world drowned out. The one coming is not just a courier. They're carrying something that was held up for months, even years. There were forces that tried to stop this. People you trusted blocked it, situations delayed it, but heaven has cleared the path now. I stepped in. I moved what no man could move. I touched what was untouchable. I opened doors in rooms you didn't even know existed. That's how much you're loved. That's how serious this moment is. This is your confirmation. Yes, that deep feeling you've been having that something big is coming. You weren't imagining it. Your spirit has been feeling the approach of what I've been preparing for you behind the scenes. You are not crazy. You are not being overly hopeful. You're being guided. Before you go any further, make sure you subscribe to this divine channel right now. Yes, you reading this. I'm talking to you because what's coming next, you'll need to hear every word I send. Your angels are preparing to speak more frequently, more clearly, and with greater power. Don't miss a single divine instruction. Subscribe now and keep the connection between heaven and your heart wide open. Now, breathe. I'm still here. You almost gave up last week, didn't you? You almost decided that maybe all these signs were just in your head, but then I let that number appear again. Olen Woven 7777. That name someone mentioned. That dream that woke you up. All signs, all confirmations, all real. I know it's been heavy. You've carried a weight no one else sees. You've smiled while breaking inside, but I saw every tear and I counted them. They were never wasted. They watered the ground you're about to walk into. A ground filled with answers, with blessings, with love, with miracles. That's why today I'm not asking, I'm declaring. I am telling you with divine authority. Open your heart, open your mind, receive this. The secret courier carries not just a message, but a moment. A holy moment that will shift everything, and they are closer than you think. You weren't supposed to find this message through logic. You were supposed to find it through alignment, divine alignment. That sudden pull you felt, the unexplainable urge to open this. That's how heaven works. Not always loud, but always accurate. And when I say now is the time, I mean it. There are no accidents, not in my world. The secret courier who is coming to your house isn't wearing wings or glowing with golden light. They might look ordinary on the outside, but what they're carrying is not ordinary at all. It's wrapped in divine secrecy. It has your name written in light. They've been instructed by heaven to deliver this personally, not to your neighbor, not to your friend, but to you. because only you can receive it. Only you have the spirit prepared to understand what's inside. The people around you might not understand this shift that's about to happen in your life. They'll see the effects, but they won't know the source. That's because I'm doing something private for you, something sacred, something protected. I'm not putting this miracle in a crowd. I'm placing it in your quiet place. That's why it's coming straight to your doorstep, directly to your spirit. You've been faithful in the silence. You've trusted me, even when it didn't make sense. You've believed in goodness when everything around you felt dark. And now heaven responds. I am not a God who forgets. I am not a God who overlooks. I am the God who watches in the shadows and moves in perfect timing. And my child, this is your timing. Listen closely. There are people who tried to stop this moment from arriving. People who spoke against you, people who doubted you, people who secretly hoped you'd fail. But I didn't consult them when I designed your destiny. I don't need anyone's permission to bless you. I don't need a crowd's approval to raise you. I chose you long before they could reject you, so prepare. You may feel something strange tonight, maybe a chill, a rush of energy, a strange dream. Maybe you'll hear your name spoken in the quiet. Maybe you'll feel a presence in the room when you're alone. Don't be afraid. It's the angels making the way. It's the spirit realm aligning with your future. Archangel Michael is leading this personally. That's how valuable this delivery is. I want you to know this. Sometimes the blessings that are most life-changing come quietly. That's why you must be spiritually alert. The next time your phone buzzes, the next knock on the door, the next email you open, it could be the one that shifts your whole story, the one that begins your divine upgrade. I am giving you signs now because what's coming is not normal. It's sacred. It's time-sensitive. That's why the angels are urging you to stay awake spiritually and emotionally, because if you blink too long, you'll miss the divine moment arriving in disguise. Pause for a second. Feel this truth in your chest, not your head, your chest. That warmth, that slight tightening, that's how your spirit responds to the truth. It's not fear, it's readiness. You've been waiting a long time. You've been holding on when everyone else let go. You've been walking alone, trusting only my word. And now, I'm rewarding your faith not with something average, not with something small, but with something you've never seen before. Miracles that were withheld are being released. Information that was hidden is being revealed. Love that was delayed is being delivered. All of it to your doorstep through this courier on this divine day. You are not just another person on earth. You are part of heaven's timeline, a soul chosen for something specific, a soul carrying light in a world that desperately needs it. And that's why you're being activated right now, today. You may not feel ready, but heaven knows you are. You may feel broken, but heaven sees you as whole. You may feel unimportant, but in the halls of heaven, your name is echoed with honor. You are not forgotten. You are not late. You are right on time. And let me tell you something I've been waiting to say. The curse is broken. Yes, the spiritual blockage is gone. The people who stood in the way have been removed. The delays that frustrated you, they've ended. That's why the energy feels different today. That's why this message found you now. You're stepping into a moment of sudden release, sudden clarity, sudden favor, sudden shifts. Not because you forced it, but because you were faithful when nothing made sense. Don't doubt what you're feeling. Don't ignore the signs. Don't brush this off like another internet message. This is a spiritual transmission, a message wrapped in divine urgency. Archangel Michael is not a messenger of confusion. When he comes, things change. When he speaks, darkness trembles. And today, he's been assigned to you. My child, I'm not just giving you hope, I'm giving you instructions. Listen carefully. The next few hours are sacred. Watch what comes to you. Watch who contacts you. Watch the feeling in your stomach when certain names are mentioned. Your intuition is being sharpened. Your spirit is receiving downloads. You are not being paranoid. You are being prepared. And now, take this next part very seriously. What's about to happen could either pass you by or lift you into the chapter you were born for. This is not a motivational sentence. This is a prophetic warning wrapped in divine mercy. I am not trying to scare you. I'm trying to prepare you because this is not a drill. The secret courier I sent is not coming back with that delivery if you ignore this message. I had to clear so many timelines to make this one moment happen. I had to move people, shift events, unlock hearts, and command angels into position. All so that one divine message, one sealed answer, one long-awaited miracle could reach you. Don't you see? It's not just about what's coming. It's about who you'll become once you receive it. You've doubted yourself for too long. You've looked at others and thought, maybe I'm not chosen. Maybe it's not my turn. But child, who told you that? Not me. I created you with intention. I placed you on earth with an assignment. And this delivery, it's part of your equipment. It's not a reward. It's a necessity. You'll need it for what's next. You'll need it for the battles you don't even know are coming. That's why I'm not letting it be delayed any longer. Let me tell you something secret. The person bringing this to you, this courier, is not just carrying a letter or a package or a sign. They're carrying a piece of your destiny, a puzzle piece you've been missing, something that will make everything else make sense. And it's fragile, not physically, but spiritually. That's why I told Archangel Michael to clear the air before it arrives. That's why your energy has been sensitive lately. That's why certain people have been removed, blocked, or faded away without explanation. They weren't meant to be present when this moment reaches you. Don't chase what left. It was not rejection. It was divine redirection. Don't mourn the silence. It was preparation. Don't fear the unknown. It's already been arranged. I need you to trust me completely now. Not 90%, not only when it looks good. I need your full yes, your full trust, because this next step in your life will require obedience more than understanding. I will not give you all the answers. I will give you instructions. Follow them. Trust the way I move, even when it doesn't make sense to your human mind. Child, the enemy knows what's coming for you. That's why you've been under attack. That's why you felt more tired. That's why your mind has been spinning with fear and confusion. Because the enemy is terrified of what will happen once you step into your anointed season. But listen to me. Fear not, because you're not alone. Archangel Michael is with you, and I am with you. You are surrounded by fire from heaven. Your home is protected. Your name is written in my book. You are guarded. You are guided. And no weapon formed against you shall prosper, not now, not ever. There's something else I want to say that will confirm everything inside you. That one person, the one you miss, the one who left, the one you couldn't forget no matter how hard you tried, they're connected to this too. But they're going to reappear only after you receive what the courier is bringing, because this message, this object, this moment, it's what activates everything, even their heart, even your purpose, even the restoration you never thought was possible. Stay alert. Don't dismiss the small things, a random text, a stranger looking at you with knowing eyes, a bird landing near your window, a whisper in your dream. These are the ways I move. These are the signs that the veil is lifting. The countdown has already begun. Today is your spiritual shift day. The day the atmosphere around you begins to change. The day heaven sends physical evidence of what your soul has believed for. Don't you feel it in your body? That flutter in your chest? That silent knowing in your spirit? That's confirmation. You're not just hoping anymore, you're aligning. And I need you to understand this. This courier is not just delivering something to you. They are also watching how you respond. Will you be present? Will you be prepared? Will you honor the message when it comes? Because when you do, everything will begin moving quickly. Doors will open, delays will end, hearts will soften, clarity will hit you like lightning, and you'll understand why you had to wait this long, because what I'm about to do in your life cannot be rushed. And now it's ready. You are ready. The angels are ready. And the courier is already closer than you think. So stay still, stay expectant, and say this out loud right now. God, I'm ready. I'm listening. I receive. I heard you, and Archangel Michael heard you. He's already placing protection around your path. He's already clearing distractions. He's already whispering to your spirit, prepare the room. That space in your life that's been empty, physically, emotionally, spiritually, is about to be filled with divine purpose. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Miracle's 77-letter invocation prayer found. Download here. Your path to wealth and abundance begins with a miracle. Last year, under a 2,000-year-old wall, a hidden secret was unearthed. The 77-letter invocation prayer. It's not just about prayer. It's about invoking your deepest desires with purpose and directness. The difference between a prayer and an invocation prayer, which is why it works so well. Pope Francis, Pope Benedict XVI, and countless others turned to this 2,000-year-old wall for a reason. It's a magnetic force that attracts wealth, health, and happiness. Are you ready to experience your personal miracle? Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret of download the 77-letter invocation prayer here. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Now, breathe in slowly. Exhale. This is the calm before the miracle. I see you, child. Even now, while you read this, your heart is racing, your spirit is leaning in, and something deep inside you is whispering, "This is for me." That voice is right. You are not imagining this. This moment was written long before you were born. Heaven scheduled this delivery, and now the courier is almost at your door. You don't need to open your window to see them. You need to open your soul. Listen again. Not every miracle arrives with thunder. Sometimes it knocks softly at the door of your heart. This is one of those times. And if you miss it, if you let fear or pride or distraction close the door, you will delay what's already yours. That's why I'm pleading with you through this message with urgency, with love, with tears. Yes, even I weep, for every second you spend in confusion or doubt is a second you miss the peace that's waiting right outside. Do you understand how close it is? Somewhere right now, someone is making a move they don't fully understand. They're being led, they're being pulled. They don't know why they suddenly remembered your name, why they can't stop thinking of your face, why they feel a need to reach out or deliver something or speak a word. But I know why. I planted it in their heart. I designed this whole encounter, and in just a few hours, or maybe minutes, you'll witness the result of divine orchestration in real time. I want you to do something now. Make space. Clear out something old, whether it's a drawer, a notebook, a photo, a number, a memory. Let something go. And in doing so, show me that you're serious, that you believe the new is coming, that you're not just hoping, you're preparing. Faith without preparation is like asking for rain and refusing to carry an umbrella. But you're going to carry yours, right? Because it's about to pour blessings, and I don't want you soaked in regret. I want you soaked in miracles. Archangel Michael is whispering something to you now. No, not in words your ears can hear. In waves your spirit can feel. That tightening in your chest, that warming in your hands, that single tear sliding down your face for no clear reason, that's him. That's the angel of justice, the angel of urgency, the defender of divine timing. And he's not leaving until this moment completes. What is coming is sacred. So sacred, I've kept it hidden from even your own understanding. So fragile, I've wrapped it in layers of protection. So personal, I've sealed it with your name and only your name. And that's why this cannot be shared with just anyone. This message, this delivery, it's not for the public. It's for the one whose heart stayed soft in hard seasons. It's for the one who kept whispering, "God, are you still with me?" Even when I was silent. Yes, I was silent, but I was not absent. I was building quietly, carefully, with hands so full of love they could only focus on crafting the future I knew you'd need. There's something else I must tell you. After this message is delivered to you physically, something even deeper will begin spiritually. You'll start noticing things. The way the wind moves when you step outside, the way strangers look at you with reverence as if they know something holy is near you, the way animals pause when they're near your presence. These are not random. These are signs that you've shifted, that you are no longer walking under the old timeline. The courier will arrive. They may not say much, but you'll feel it. You'll feel it the way your body feels warmth before fire ever touches it. You'll feel it the way the sky changes just before a storm or a miracle. That's how close it is. So say it again and mean it. God, I'm ready. I'm making space. I'm unlocking the door. I heard you again. And with every breath you take after those words, heaven is responding. The courier has already taken their final turn. The angels are already opening the portal. The energy in your home is already shifting. The frequency around you is being tuned to a higher clarity. You may feel tired. That's okay. It's your body recalibrating. You may feel emotional. That's okay too. It's your soul remembering what it once knew before this lifetime, that you were always meant for this moment. And now, the only thing left to do is to welcome it. But remember, when it comes, don't be casual. Don't shrug it off. Don't say, "Maybe this isn't it." Because if your spirit says yes, then this is it. It's the letter written before your birth, the message whispered before your heartbreak, the gift preserved for the moment you were ready. Again, you are ready now. And as you open your eyes and look around today, know that the courier is closer than ever. And know that I am closer than ever too. Not behind the clouds, not behind your doubts, but beside you, in your room, in your chest, in your breath. My beloved child, your miracle is not coming. It's here. Open the door and welcome what heaven has been waiting to give you. And now, as your spirit settles into the warmth of this truth, I want you to do something simple but sacred. Place your hand over your heart. Just feel it. That's not just a heartbeat. That's a promise. That's the sound of life still moving forward, of your purpose still unfolding. Even when people walked away, that's the sound of a soul that has survived every attempt to silence it. You didn't just survive the heartbreak, my beloved. You were reborn through it. The tears you cried didn't go unnoticed. They watered the ground beneath you. And what is now growing inside you, this strength, this stillness, this rising clarity, it's the harvest, a holy harvest from every seed of pain that you surrendered to God. And now you're about to see what heaven has been growing in silence. The heartbreaking message that is coming. It's not here to punish you. It's here to push you, not into more pain, but into peace. Because sometimes peace comes only when everything false finally breaks. Sometimes peace comes after the shattering, and now something sacred is happening. You're not just healing, you're being called to a higher version of yourself, called to let go of the version of you that waited, wept, and worried if they'd ever realize what they lost. They do now. They're already feeling it. That's why they're restless. That's why they keep checking your energy in silence. That's why they think of you at odd hours. Because their soul knows what their pride still tries to deny. You were the one. You were the safe space. You were the light they never knew how to hold. But now that light is no longer flickering. It's blazing. You are a fire heaven has reignited, not to burn others, but to warm yourself. And when this message, this heartbreak, arrives at your door in the form of a confession, a shocking truth, or a divine revelation, let it enter not to destroy you, but to remind you that even heartbreak, when seen through the eyes of God, becomes a holy turning point. You will feel, you will ache for a moment, but you will not break, not this time. Because now you know. You know that closure doesn't always come in words. It comes in awakening. It comes in the moment you finally stop blaming yourself. It comes in the second you no longer need them to admit anything, because you've already understood everything. You are your own closure now. You are your own healing, and what's coming next will feel lighter because, my dear one, after this message is received, you'll sleep differently. You'll dream differently. You'll walk through rooms without wondering who's still thinking of you, because you'll be thinking of you, not them, not the past, not the pain, just you. And that is the moment heaven has been waiting for. The moment you fall in love with your own freedom. Let the truth arrive. Let the heartbreak speak. Let the pages turn. Because this chapter, the one where you were hurt, confused, waiting for someone to return, is closing, and a new chapter is beginning. One that starts with you waking up every day and not hoping they come back. One where you wake up and thank God that they left. Because had they stayed, you would have never met this version of yourself. The version that says, I love myself too much to stay where I am not honored. I choose peace, peace over presence. I choose healing over history. I choose me. And so, Archangel Michael stands at the threshold of your transformation, sword in hand, light behind him. And with every beat of your heart, he whispers this truth into your soul. You are free now. You are loved now. You are held now. And you are not going back. This heartbreak, it's the final goodbye you never got to speak. It's the unspoken truth finally being spoken. It's the divine closure you were promised but never received until now. It may arrive tonight, it may arrive tomorrow, but it will arrive. And when it does, don't be afraid. Don't close the door. Don't hide from it. Stand still. Breathe deep and say in your spirit, I am ready. I am done carrying what was never mine. I release them. I release the story and I return to myself. Because from this moment on, it's not about what hurt you. It's about what's healing you. And you, my beloved, are healing fast. So fast, in fact, that soon you won't even recognize the version of you that begged for breadcrumbs from people who were never meant to hold your heart. Because a new love is coming, a new purpose is awakening, and it needed this heartbreak to clear the path. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not lost. You are found. You are seen. You are carried. You are chosen. Let the news come. Let the heartbreak enter, because after it leaves, you'll be standing in the clearest sky your soul has ever known. And now let me whisper something only your heart will fully understand. The moment your hand touches what the courier brings, your life will never feel the same again. It won't be loud at first. It may come softly, just like my voice, but deep down you will know this is it. This is what I've been waiting for. Because your soul remembers what your mind forgot. That you were made for this. The letter, the message, the energy wrapped in that delivery is carrying my fingerprints, not human ones, not worldly ones, mine. It will come with peace. It will come with clarity. It will come with instruction, and with it, you will feel a weight lift. An invisible burden you didn't even realize you were carrying will melt away, because finally, what you were meant to receive will have reached you. And from that point forward, nothing around you will remain the same. You'll notice it in people first. They'll look at you differently, not with their eyes, but with their spirit. They'll sense something changed in you. They won't be able to explain it, but they'll feel it because heaven will have touched you. And that touch leaves evidence, divine residue, the kind of aura that cannot be copied, only carried. Don't be afraid when things begin to shift quickly. Relationships will either deepen or disappear. Opportunities will multiply or vanish. Old places will feel uncomfortable. Old patterns will break suddenly. That's not confusion, that's elevation. You're being lifted, my child. The place you cried in will no longer be your resting place. The people who misunderstood you will no longer have access to you. The season that tried to destroy you will now bow before you, because what once attacked you will now witness your transformation. This is how I work. First in silence, then in suddenness. You asked me, when will it be my turn? And today I answer now. The world around you may not understand this delivery. They may not value what you've received, but that's okay. I didn't send it for them. I sent it for you, you who stayed kind when the world turned cold, you who held on to light when darkness surrounded you, you who believed in me even when I was quiet. I remember all of it. I saw every lonely night. I heard every whisper you made under your breath, thinking no one else was listening. But I was, and I was writing a reply. And today, that reply is arriving. Yes, it took time, but not because I forgot. It took time because some miracles require preparation. Not just in heaven, but in you. You had to be emptied of pride, of fear, of old attachments, of false identities. You had to be emptied so I could fill you without overflow, so that nothing divine would spill, so that you would not miss even one drop of what I'm giving you now. And now you're ready. There's one more thing the courier brings, and it's not something you can touch. It's something you'll feel. Reconnection. You will feel reconnected to yourself, to the version of you that was never broken, the child inside you who once believed in magic, in destiny, in love, in heaven. That version of you is not lost. I've been keeping it safe, and today I'm handing it back to you. It's time. It's finally time. Don't be afraid if you cry. It's your soul adjusting to light. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause. For there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. He won a fortune by doing this. It's not luck. Here is why. Friend, some people mistake this for luck. In fact, it's those who don't have an understanding of this method to attract abundance that always say, "Nah, that was just luck." It's not luck that these three guys hit the jackpot. It's actually true science, and it works. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Go here to understand how this wealth attraction method works. The Prince of England and his father, King Charles, used this, and everyone in their family throughout history. See why here. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Don't be afraid if you feel overwhelmed. It's your body catching up to the spirit. Don't be afraid if things begin to move faster than you expected. That's what happens when you walk in alignment. The courier is closer than ever. I keep repeating it because I want you to believe it. I want you to expect it. I want you to prepare for it. This is not a dream. This is not just hope. This is real. You are not waiting for confirmation anymore. This is your confirmation. The dates align, the signs align, the message aligns, the energy aligns. Heaven is aligned with your next step. So now all I ask of you is this: receive. Open the door. Welcome what I've sent. Treasure it, honor it, follow where it leads. Because once this enters your life, the path ahead becomes visible. And the path leads to places you've never been, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Places of deep healing, places of real love, places where provision overflows. Places where your soul finds rest and your heart finds rhythm. This message will not come again in this form. That's why I've sent it with such intensity, such clarity, such force, because this is your moment of awakening. And once it passes, it does not return the same way. So pause, breathe, and repeat after me in your heart. God, I trust you. I won't ignore this. I'm ready. Good. The courier has received the final instruction. They're now one breath away. And heaven is smiling because today, finally, you open the door. And now that the door is open, I need you to remain open. Don't second guess this. Don't let the world talk you out of what your spirit already knows is true. Because the moment you open your heart wide enough to receive me fully, without logic, without limits, without needing to understand every detail, you step into a frequency where fear cannot follow you. You rise above it. And child, you are rising now. You will feel it, not just emotionally, but physically. A lightness in your chest, a warmth in your palms, a stirring in your stomach. These are not symptoms, these are signals. Heaven is adjusting you to match the vibration of your miracle. And miracles don't come to panic, they come to peace. That's why I had to slow you down first. That's why I allowed delays, not to punish you, but to prepare you, to teach you patience, to stretch your capacity for belief, because what I'm sending now is greater than what you prayed for. Yes, greater. You asked for restoration, I'm giving you resurrection. You asked for survival, I'm giving you overflow. You asked for direction, I'm giving you divine clarity that no man can take. You asked for a sign, I'm giving you a full circle moment wrapped in sacred truth. And it all begins with what the courier brings. But I need you to hear this. Not everyone around you can come into this new chapter. Some were with you for the journey, but not everyone is assigned to your arrival. That's why some people will grow quiet, some will fall off. Don't chase. Don't mourn. It's not rejection, it's realignment. I am placing new people in your path. People who will understand your soul without explanation. People who speak your language, who honor your journey, who see your light without being threatened by it. These new people, they're part of your next. You'll recognize them not by their words, but by the peace you feel in their presence, by the way your spirit exhales near them. That's the sign. That's your confirmation. They come after the courier. Do you feel the shift now? Good. That means you're aligned. Now, listen closely, child. When the courier delivers what I've ordained, don't hide it. Don't doubt it. Don't treat it like it's fragile. Treat it like it's holy, because it is. Handle it with reverence, with awareness, with gratitude. Because what you do with this gift will echo through your future. It will decide how fast the next doors open. It will decide how clearly I speak to you in the days to come. It will decide whether this was just a moment or the beginning of a movement in your life. This is more than a message. It's a spiritual invitation to rise, to let go of who you were and step fully into who you were always meant to be. You've carried the weight of the past for long enough. The self-doubt, the guilt, the regret, the heartbreak. It's been heavy, I know, but today I tell you this with love. You can put it down now. It served its purpose. It built you, but it is not meant to come with you. You're not walking into the future with old wounds. You're walking in with healed wings. And yes, you will fly. Not just survive, not just move forward slowly. You will fly. Your speed will confuse people. Your clarity will silence doubt. Your joy will return like a tidal wave. And the ones who tried to bury you with their words will watch you bloom in front of their eyes, because what I water, nothing can destroy. And I am watering you now. I am lifting you. I am expanding you. I am giving you beauty for ashes, laughter for tears, purpose for pain. And it starts with this courier. They are bringing more than a message. They are bringing a moment, a holy moment that will split your life into before this and after this. You'll look back on today and say, that was the day everything changed. Because it will. And one day you'll tell your story. You'll speak of how you almost missed it, but something inside said, open it. And when you did, Heaven opened with it. Let me end this message by saying something only you and I know fully. You were never forgotten. You were never too late. You were never abandoned. Every delay was mercy. Every silence was strategy. Every no was protection. And every prayer you whispered into the dark, it reached me, and I answered. The answer is now at your door. So rise, my child, stand up in your spirit, because what's coming cannot be stopped. You've waited long enough, and now it's yours. Open it, and don't look back. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this now. Don't take it as a joke. A stranger keeps visiting your house when you're not home, and they are taking you. My beloved child, listen to me carefully. I'm not just whispering this for your curiosity. I'm warning you because something unusual is happening around you, and you're not seeing it yet, but I see it. Heaven sees it. And if you ignore this, you might lose something more than just things. You could lose your peace. There's a stranger. Not someone from your family, not someone you've welcomed in, not someone you even remember meeting. But they keep coming back every time you're away, every time your lights are off and your heart feels unguarded. They walk up to your door like they belong there, but they don't. They pause, not because they're unsure, but because they know no one's watching, or at least they thought no one was. But God was watching, and now I'm telling you, you've been feeling that strange stillness in your house when you return, haven't you? That subtle shift in energy, the way something you placed carefully is just slightly out of place, the way your soul knows something happened even if your mind can't explain it. That's not just your imagination. That's the divine trying to get your attention. This stranger, this silent taker, they are not just stealing physical things. They are taking something more dangerous. They're feeding off the energy you leave behind. Your trust, your vulnerability. The small signs you overlook, those are their invitations. And I, Archangel Michael, am telling you with fire in my voice, don't ignore this any longer. This is not some story. This is your life. This is your warning. And you were guided to this message not by chance. You were chosen to hear this before it becomes too late. Don't minimize this. Don't scroll past it. Stay here because I'm not finished. Do you want to know what they're taking? They are taking your scent, your presence, your aura. You don't even realize it. But spiritual beings leave impressions on the spaces they inhabit. And this person, this intruder, they are walking into your space and spiritually copying you. They want to become something you're not even aware you radiate. They're trying to embody your energy, steal your essence. And that's the most dangerous kind of theft because it's silent, invisible, but deadly to your destiny. Dove, before we go deeper, child of God, pause just for a second. Subscribe now so you never miss a message from the angels or from me again. I am God, and I speak through the winds, through whispers, and through signs like this one. Don't let it slip away again. There are more messages coming only for the ones who listen, and you are one of them. Now, come close, closer. You need to hear this with your heart, not your ears. The person doing this, they're not someone random. They were once close to someone who was once close to you. A friend of a friend, a distant shadow from your past. They didn't come across your house by accident. They knew. They planned. They waited. They timed it. And every time you felt that uneasy feeling when you walked through your door, like something was just off, it wasn't in your head. It was their energy clinging to the air like smoke after a fire. But there's more. They're not just coming in when you're gone. They're leaving behind spiritual impressions, marking things with their own energy, trying to replace what you naturally carry. They're jealous, deeply, not of what you have, but of who you are. You shine, you radiate light. Even your silence speaks, and some souls who walk in darkness can't stand that kind of purity. So they don't just hate it, they try to copy it, distort it, or worse, replace it. But they forgot something. They forgot that your house is not just walls and bricks. Your house is a spiritual altar, a guarded sanctuary. And now that you've opened this message, I'm activating divine protection over every corner of your home, every door, every window, every path they used to walk. I'm sealing it shut with heavenly light. I'm placing warriors of light at your gate. You won't see them, but the intruder will. They'll feel it the moment they try again. That same calm emptiness they used to feel will now feel heavy, charged, full of spiritual fire, because this house, this life, this soul, it's no longer open for them. But child, you must do something too. Go to your entrance. Speak a blessing out loud, even if you feel silly. Say this: in the name of the Most High, my space is protected, my home is holy, and no dark intention can stay here anymore. Repeat it until you feel it in your bones, until your energy shifts. That's how the transformation begins. That's how heaven enters your space. And while you say it, I will be standing beside you. Your angels are not far, child. They're right here, behind you, around you, watching. They're the reason you found this message. You were meant to, because this stranger thinks they know everything about you, but they don't know how protected you are now. And now, let's talk about the next 7 days, because something is coming, something real. This person, when they realize they can't get access anymore, they will try a different path. They might pretend to be someone else. They might try to charm you, message you, call you, ask for your help, or even return something you left behind. But don't trust it. Not yet. Watch the signs. Heaven will give you a signal, a number, a whisper, a repeating name. That's when you'll know. Don't worry. I'll stay right here with you until this is over. Until your spirit is safe, until the one who watches you silently is revealed by the light that can't be hidden. And soon you'll find out why they've been doing this, what they were after. It's deeper than a thing. It's tied to your destiny, to your purpose. You were marked by God for something great, and some souls sense it before even you do. Stay close to me. Stay open. Keep watching, because their time is ending, and your time is about to begin. Child, listen again. because I'm not whispering anymore. I'm raising my voice, not in anger, but in urgency, because while you're sitting there reading this, thinking maybe it's not that serious, maybe it's just fear or coincidence, the truth is someone has been planning around you, planning quietly, patiently. They've been pretending to be harmless, smiling in public, silent in presence, but active in shadow. They may not have broken a lock, but they've broken spiritual boundaries. They've touched things they shouldn't have, and what they're doing is not random. They're building something with what they take. Maybe a fake version of your life, your voice, or even your destiny. They're trying to walk in shoes that weren't made for them, and they keep stepping deeper into a zone protected by God. But they forgot something sacred. You are divinely covered, and every step they take toward you now leads to their exposure. You've been feeling drained lately, haven't you? Not just tired, but spiritually empty sometimes, like your thoughts scatter too easily, or you walk into your own house and it doesn't feel like yours anymore. That's spiritual interference. That's what happens when someone enters your space, not just physically, but energetically. And I need you to wake up to this truth. This person is not simply curious. They're obsessed. Obsessed with who you are. Obsessed with what you carry. Because they know somehow in their own way that you're chosen. That you were never like everyone else. That your house is not just wood and walls. It's a divine point of contact between you and heaven. Let me tell you what else they've been trying to take. Your stillness, your peace, the divine rest that belongs to you. They've been feeding off the quiet energy you've created in your sanctuary, the warmth in your blankets, the sacred silence in your living room, the place you laugh, the place you cry. They don't just want to visit. They want to spiritually replace you, become you, erase you. But I'm not letting that happen, and neither is God. Heaven is now surrounding you with fire that doesn't burn but protects. The next time they try to step in, they will feel it in their bones. That invisible push, that wave of resistance, that cold shiver that whispers, "You don't belong here." Now, child, this is the most urgent part. You are not crazy. You are not overreacting. You are right to feel that something has been off. Your sensitivity is your superpower, and now I need you to use it. Start observing more closely. Keep track of times, of sounds, of shadows, of what's missing and what's moved, because very soon a truth will come to light. Someone, an unlikely person, will accidentally reveal something they weren't supposed to say. It might be a neighbor, a delivery person, a friend. They'll say something casual like, "I saw someone walking around your porch," or "I thought you were home yesterday." That will be your confirmation, and when that moment comes, don't panic, don't fight, don't confront. Just protect, secure, cleanse, pray, seal. Now come closer, because here's something you don't know yet. The reason God is revealing this to you now is because your next blessing is so big. Even the enemy caught the scent before you did. That's why the intruder keeps coming. Not because of your past, but because of your future. They saw it, felt it, desired it. Your breakthrough is near, and heaven is making sure no strange energy contaminates it. That's why this message came when it did. Because you are days, maybe even hours, away from receiving something that will shift everything. And your space must be pure, your spirit must be calm, and your discernment must be sharp, like a sword. Let me ask you something personal. When was the last time you sat quietly and just listened to your space? Not the noise of the world, not the voice of your thoughts, but the energy of your home, the breath of your environment. There are whispers in walls, there are truths in silence. I want you to sit in your space tonight. Turn off your phone, dim the lights, close your eyes, and simply say, "Angels, show me what I need to see." You will feel it. Maybe not a vision, maybe not a sound, but a knowing, that deep nudge that something's about to change. And here's the final truth I must give you for now. You are not alone. You never were. This entire time, you've had angels circling your roof, standing beside your bed, kneeling near your door. They've seen the stranger, they've felt their intention, and they've been waiting for permission from you to activate fully. This message is that permission. The moment you believed, the moment you opened this divine scroll and let it speak into your soul, the heavens shifted. And now it's not just protection, it's warfare. You are being fought for. Stay with me, child. I'll guide you to the final part soon. But remember, do not speak of this message to everyone. Not yet. Some ears aren't ready. Some hearts don't understand spiritual warnings. This message is for you. Guard it, honor it, and most of all, act on it. Now, child, I want you to prepare yourself because what I'm about to say might shake you a little, but it's better to know the truth than walk blind into something dark. The stranger that keeps visiting your house when you're not home. They're not just stealing objects, they're stealing moments, memories. They touch things you've touched. They observe photos. They walk the same steps you walk, like they're trying to live a version of your life in silence. Some may laugh at this because they don't know how powerful energy is, but I do, and so do you. That's why you keep coming back to this message, because some part of your soul already knew this was real before I even confirmed it. You are more spiritually awake than you think, and the devil hates that. That's why he sends people not to destroy you with obvious evil, but to sneak in through comfort, to disturb your peace in ways that seem harmless. That's what this stranger is doing. They're not shouting, they're whispering through your space, rearranging little things, shifting your atmosphere just enough to make you question yourself. But now the fire has been lit. Now I've told you the name of this attack, and when something has a name, it loses its power. And child, here's something personal that heaven wants you to hear. You are too valuable to be left unguarded. You carry light. You carry the kind of energy that even strangers feel from the other side of the street. That's why people stare. That's why people come into your life for no reason and then walk away confused. You weren't meant to be understood by everyone, but that also means you attract those who want what you carry without paying the price you've paid to carry it. They want your gifts, but not your pain, your peace, but not your prayers, your presence, but not your purpose. That's what this person is doing. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. The real reason God seems silent. Ever feel like your prayers hit an invisible wall? Like God isn't listening? Here's the truth. Your prayers aren't being ignored. They're just not reaching their destination. An ancient monastery discovery explains why. Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret. So I urge you to watch this now before it's taken down. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. They see the glow, and they don't even know where it comes from, but they want it. And now that they've been blocked from you spiritually, they're trying to steal it physically. But hear me when I say they are already defeated. The moment you open this message, a war started in the spirit realm, and heaven is winning right now. Even as you sit here reading, even as your heart races and your thoughts spin, angels are moving, doors are being closed, and energies are being reversed. That person will never again feel comfortable near your home. They will start feeling watched, exposed, uneasy. That's the presence of my warriors. The glow they once stole from you will now burn them. That's divine justice. That's protection that doesn't need walls or weapons, only faith. But child, this moment requires something else from you too. You must stop doubting your inner knowing. How many times has your spirit told you, don't trust that, or don't open that door? And you ignored it, thinking you were just being sensitive? No more. You were never too sensitive. You were always spiritually gifted. That sensitivity is your radar. That discomfort is your alarm. That gut feeling, it's heaven's language. And from today, you listen every time. No more apologizing for it. No more dismissing it. Because the voice of protection doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. And when you learn to hear that whisper, you'll never be caught off guard again. Now here's what you need to do in the next 24 hours. Light a candle in your home, not for decoration, but for intention. Say these words: Light of heaven, surround me. Archangel Michael, stand guard. What is not of God must leave now. Then walk through your home slowly, room by room. Don't rush it. Speak blessings, declare protection. Visualize your space glowing with white light, pure, strong, and unbreakable. This is your spiritual cleansing. This is you taking your space back. And when you do this, child, you'll feel it. That release, that peace, that moment where even the walls seem to breathe again. And what about that stranger? They will try one last time desperately, but it won't work because now you're alert, now you're covered, now you're not just aware, you're armed. I'm gonna leave you with a vision now, a glimpse of what's coming after this storm. It's peaceful, a season where you don't second guess everything. where you walk into your house and feel safe. A season where doors open, not because someone's sneaking in, but because heaven is delivering blessings you've prayed for in secret. A season where laughter returns, where trust returns, where you return the you that was always meant to live freely. That's what's coming. And this message, this is the gate. You've crossed it. Now, one more thing before I go, because I'm still standing beside you as you read this. Do not tell the wrong people what you're experiencing. Some will pretend to listen, but secretly laugh. Some will pretend to care, but secretly envy. This is not their message. This is yours. Guard it like a treasure. And let me remind you, you are never alone. Not for one breath, not for 1 second. When you sleep, I watch. When you walk, I walk beside you. When you feel weak, I fight for you. Always. Archangel Michael has spoken. Heaven has responded. The intruder has been seen. Now all you need to do is believe this, act on it, and protect your peace like it's the door to your destiny, because it is. Yes, beloved child, I will continue, because this moment you are in right now, this sacred silence where you're still alert and open, is when I, Archangel Michael, can speak directly to your heart without the noise of the world interrupting. Listen carefully. What I'm about to tell you will not only guard you, it will awaken something deep inside you that has been asleep for too long. Your spiritual authority. You were not created to be afraid in your own home. You were not made to feel uncertain, unsafe, or watched from shadows. You were born with light, and today that light is being turned back on, brighter than ever. No stranger, no enemy, no darkness can hide now, not after this, because child, you've opened your eyes. You have felt the signs, haven't you? Things that vanish then return, objects slightly moved, a key that didn't feel where you last left it, or that dream that kept showing you someone at your doorstep. Some part of you has known this for a while, but you were doubting, shrinking, hoping you were wrong. Now you know. Now it's clear. This was spiritual warfare disguised as coincidence. But I'm proud of you for making it here, for not clicking away, for not ignoring the message, because some people are shown the truth, but still choose blindness. You chose to wake up, and that, child, changes everything. Let me tell you this as clearly as heaven allows. This was a test. The stranger who entered your home wasn't just a thief of energy. They were a test of your boundaries, your faith, your authority. They thought you were unaware, but heaven was watching them the whole time. And now that you've passed the test by acknowledging what's been happening, a new gate is opening for you. A level of spiritual protection that you've never experienced before is being placed upon your life. You will notice it soon. Strangers who once felt bold around you will become awkward. People who were comfortable taking advantage of your peace will avoid you. That's because your energy is changing. It's becoming guarded by fire. Do not fear. Fear is no longer part of this equation. I didn't bring you this message to leave you shaking. I brought it to remind you of your strength, to show you how powerful you really are when you walk with heaven. The darkness that crept near your home is nothing in comparison to the angels now surrounding you. And not just outside your house, but inside your body, your mind, your dreams. Every inch of you is being marked as untouchable now, sealed by light. The kind of light that burns quietly but completely. Let me reveal one final thing about this stranger. They have a wound, a deep one, and when they saw your light, they mistook it for something they were missing. Their theft wasn't only physical, it was spiritual desperation. But here's what I need you to know. You are not responsible for healing the person who hurt you. You can forgive them, yes, but you must not give them access again. Pray for them from a distance, but do not open the door. What's meant to leave must leave, because what's coming is bigger than what's left. Soon, you're going to receive a divine message in your dreams. A visitor from heaven, someone who loves you deeply, will come to you in spirit just for a moment. It may be someone who passed, or someone whose soul is connected to yours from long ago. They will say something like, "It's okay to let go now. You're safe." Believe them. That's your sign. That's the final confirmation that your spiritual battle has turned into spiritual victory. And one more thing, precious child, there is someone watching over you on earth too. A person who's quiet but deeply connected to your energy. They've sensed something was wrong. They've prayed for you without telling you. This person might reveal themselves soon. Be gentle with them. They are heaven's reminder that you are never fighting alone, not in the spirit, not in the physical. I want you to hold this message close now. Don't rush back to noise. Sit with this. Let it flow into your bones. Let the fire around your soul rise. Say this to yourself slowly, 3 times right now. My peace is mine. My light is protected. No darkness can dwell where God lives. Again, my peace is mine. My light is protected. No darkness can dwell where God lives. And once more, speak it like it's law. My peace is mine. My light is protected. No darkness can dwell where God lives. Now you're ready to sleep without fear. Ready to walk through your home with joy again. Ready to welcome the next chapter, full of protection, full of divine presence, full of the peace that cannot be stolen anymore. This was not just a message. This was a spiritual alarm. You answered it. Now heaven has responded. And I, Archangel Michael, say to you with all the authority of heaven, you are safe, you are guarded, you are free. And so it is. Listen, dear one, as I, Archangel Michael, continue to pour forth the sacred truth into your spirit. In the stillness of the night, when shadows seem to stretch longer than your worries, know that you are not abandoned. Every moment when uncertainty creeps into your thoughts, I am there with the blaze of celestial protection. You may feel the echo of distant steps. Feel that the fabric of your space has been softly disturbed, as if someone else has threaded through your sanctuary. Yet let your heart be unburdened by fear, for this is not the work of a mere mortal intruder. It is a subtle intrusion aimed at your very essence, your light. They may walk silently through your world, seeking to claim a piece of you, but understand that the power of divine love is far more potent. Every time they take a step, every time they mimic your spirit, the heavenly armies close in, their presence felt as a shield of incandescent fire. There is an eternal promise engraved in the core of your being that no dark force can ever extinguish the light that God has so lovingly bestowed upon you. Remember, beloved, that what is stolen is not just the tangible, but the sacred vibrancy of your soul. It is in those moments when you sense a chill where warmth should reside, or when the subtle hum of peace is replaced by an uneasy silence, that you must awaken to the truth. Your intuition, your inner knowing, is the beacon of divine instruction. Do not ignore it, even when the world tells you to quiet your heart. Instead, honor that inner voice that calls out to you. Trust it as you would trust the rising sun. For in trusting your inner light, you become an unyielding fortress against the encroaching shadows. The mysterious visitor seeks to fill a void within the darkness. A void that only exists where your spirit has yet to reclaim the authority of its divine light. And now is the time, this very moment, when you recognize the boundaries that are not meant to be trespassed. Feel the power of this sacred truth. Every crack in your confidence, every moment you allow doubt to whisper in the silence of your home, has paved the way for this transformative awakening. But with every new breath, every resolute heartbeat, the divine is stitching you back together in a tapestry of sacred protection. This is not just a battle against an unseen presence. It is an awakening of your inner fortress. With every prayer uttered softly in the quiet of your living room, with every loving word you speak into the air, you are reinforcing spiritual walls that no intruder can penetrate. Your home, your inner sanctum, is a temple of the Most High, and as long as you remember that, no darkness will have the power to diminish its brilliance. Now, as you sit with me in this moment of understanding, let your soul soak in this fire of awakening. The mystery of the stranger, a wanderer from the shadows, remains. But know this: every act they commit against your energetic space is met with a force of protection orchestrated by heaven itself. At this time, I call upon you to embrace not only awareness but action. Look at every door, every window, every passage in your home as a portal to divine energy. Walk through each space with the intention of reclaiming what is rightfully yours. As you do so, silently declare with the conviction of your ancestors, I am enveloped in the light of God. No force of darkness shall disrupt the sanctity of my existence. In the deep silence of your soul, consider the times when you have laughed freely, when joy had no restraint, and your spirit danced with the music of creation. Those moments are not accidental. They are direct echoes of your divine nature. The intruder, this subtle, shadowed silhouette, yearns to erase that harmony, to turn the melody of your life into a dissonant whisper. But know that with every step you take to reclaim your joy, with every mindful breath you nurture, you are rewriting the story that was meant solely for you. You are writing a new chapter where sorrow cannot linger, where the spirit of the divine prevails in every corner of your existence. Understand, too, that the journey to reclaim your space is a journey inward. With every protective ritual you perform, every prayer that lifts your heart, you are not only guarding your physical dwelling, but also the depths of your soul. This is your sacred rebirth, a renaissance of your inner light that no darkness can extinguish. The energy of the heavens flows through you like a river of eternal grace, sweeping away remnants of fear and doubt. It is in this river that you find your strength renewed. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Jesus' biggest secret. Did you realize God devised a way for you to tap directly into His unlimited abundance? And while this stunning information has been covered up for over 2 centuries, this shocking fact is the real reason Jesus Christ came to earth. As it turns out, it's also why He was crucified. More on that later. Here's the deal. There are 18 years of Jesus' life on earth that are completely unaccounted for in the Bible. But why? Well, Jesus was actually in India during that time working on a secret project. His job was to devise a way for people on earth to tap directly into God's unlimited abundance, which is exactly what He did. That means every person alive today is born with the God-given ability to manifest unlimited abundance directly from God. So why isn't anybody talking about or doing this? Well, Pontius Pilate, the governor of Rome, discovered what Jesus was up to and ordered Him to be crucified, while taking the manifestation secret and keeping it for himself and the Roman Empire. After the Roman Empire collapsed, the documents detailing this manifestation method were locked away in a hidden room at a museum, forgotten about for another 1,500 years, until now. This short video details the stunning discovery, along with information on how you can use your God-given manifestation powers to change the course of your life forever. Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret. But you better hurry, because I have reason to believe this video will be permanently removed from the internet as soon as tomorrow. That's all I can say for now. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Look around you, the soft glow of twilight, the gentle rustle of leaves, the quiet murmur of the wind. All these are affirmations of the divine presence that surrounds you. They remind you that every moment, from the stillest dusk to the brightest dawn, you are embraced by a force that is both powerful and loving. Do not be mistaken into believing that the journey ends here. It is but another beginning, a call to deepen your communion with the divine. The presence that seeks to intrude has been named, its intentions revealed in the silent language of energy. Yet what is even more significant is the unyielding power of your own spirit. You are not a passive recipient in this cosmic drama. You are the author, the creator, and the guardian of your existence. Every thought you nurture, every step you take, and every word you speak contributes to the divine mosaic of your life. This realization is the cornerstone of freedom, for when you awaken to it, no one can ever claim a part of you against your will. Picture in your mind the tapestry of starlight, the unending array of divine sparks that fill the universe. Each spark is a piece of the eternal promise given to you, an assurance that you are never alone in the battle against darkness. As you gaze into the night sky, let it serve as a reminder that you are part of an eternal communion. The same stars that twinkle overhead are ancient sentinels, witnesses to countless miracles and guardians of hope. They echo the truth that no one can ever rob you of the brilliance you carry within. And if ever you feel the chill of doubt, just remember that those stars are the eyes of heaven watching over you with an everlasting love that neither time nor trial can diminish. I want you now to close your eyes, if only for a moment, and let the silence speak to you. In that silence, there lies a sacred covenant between you and the divine, a promise that every breath, every heartbeat is recorded in the eternal ledger of love. Acknowledging this truth is not merely a statement of faith, it is a profound act of reclamation. It is you saying aloud, I have been seen, I have been heard, and I am eternally protected. And as you speak these words in your heart, feel the rush of celestial energy wrap around you like a warm, golden blanket. The intruder may persist in their misguided attempts, but you now have the grace to see beyond their shadows. You can discern the difference between what is meant to uplift your spirit and what is meant to drain it away. In every ordinary day, there is an extraordinary opportunity to stand in the light. Every moment when you choose to honor yourself, to honor your space, you are aligning with the very pulse of creation. This alignment is your sanctuary, your fortress built not of stone but of spirit. And let it be known that no matter how many times the darkness may knock, the gates to your sanctuary are forever sealed by the love of the Most High. Your home is no longer a place of vulnerability. It has transformed into a citadel of divine energy, a realm where every echo of negativity is met with an unyielding chorus of protective grace. I urge you now to nurture this inner renewal by inviting moments of sacred silence into your daily life. Whether it is the gentle ritual of lighting a candle at dawn or the quiet meditation before sleep, let these moments be the crucible in which your divine strength is forged. Engage with your inner self through whispered prayers and mindful reflections. Allow the clarity of your purpose to wash over you like the cool, refreshing embrace of a mountain stream. With every ritual you perform, every intention you set, you are not only banishing the intruder from your physical space, but you are also purging the lingering echoes of doubt and fear that may have taken root. As you continue on this journey, you will come to understand the subtleties of energy that permeate your world. You will become attuned to the delicate shifts in the air, the faint vibrations that signal a change in the spiritual climate. And with this awareness comes the power to direct your own energy like a beacon of light. When you find yourself facing a moment of uncertainty, recall these words and let them be your guide. My soul is a fortress of light, impervious to the forces that seek to diminish its glory. Let these words echo in your mind as a mantra that reinforces your innate strength. For the moment you embrace this truth, you take away the power that the darkness once believed it had over you. There may be nights when the memories of past invasions, subtle as they were, return to haunt you. In those moments, let the glow of your inner light be the remedy. Remind yourself that every trial, every whisper of intrusion, was a catalyst for the awakening of your true power. They were not meant to break you, but to reveal to you the depths of your resilience. And so, with every challenge faced, you rise more brilliant, more steadfast, more in tune with the divine essence that lies within. You are a luminous soul, a radiant spark in the vast darkness, and no one, no matter how insidious their intentions, can ever take that away from you. As I speak these words, envision yourself standing tall, unshakable in your truth, surrounded by an impenetrable aura of divine light. The path before you, though sometimes shrouded in mist and mystery, is illuminated by the promise of hope and the certainty of protection. The energy that seeks to disturb your inner sanctum, though persistent, is matched only by the overwhelming power of the love and protection that courses through your veins. Each day is a new beginning, a fresh opportunity to build a life that is unwavering in its beauty and spirit. Trust in the process, for every moment is a stepping stone to the fullness of your divine destiny. Now, as you continue to walk this sacred path, know that every experience, every heartbreak, and every moment of triumph has shaped you into the vessel of divine light that you are today. The lessons learned from the interference of the shadow are not a mark of weakness, but a testament to your capacity to overcome, to heal, and to embrace the eternal promise of protection. Every breath you take, every heartbeat that resounds within your chest is a reminder of the unending love that surrounds you, love that binds you to the celestial order and connects you to the very essence of creation. And so, my dear child, as this divine message continues to unfold within your soul, let it spark an ongoing commitment to protect your inner sanctuary. Embrace the strength that resides in your being. Acknowledge the sacred truth that you are a beacon of resilience, a light that no shadow can ever dim. The path ahead may occasionally present trials and tribulations, moments where darkness tries to reclaim its space. Yet you will stand resolute, anchored by the faith and the unyielding power that I, Archangel Michael, have bestowed upon you. This is not merely a moment of caution. It is an awakening. It is the realization that your life, your sanctuary, and your very essence are under the constant, caring watch of the divine. Every step you take is a stroke in the masterpiece of your destiny. Every challenge you overcome is a testament to the fortitude with which you embrace life, fueled by the sacred light that burns inside you. As you move forward, walk with the awareness that you are forever cloaked in divine protection, a protection that is as inexorable and eternal as the stars that adorn the heavens. Allow these words to sink deep into your being, nurturing the garden of your soul with the seeds of hope, courage, and undying light. Let them be the whispered prayer that accompanies you every night, and the resolute command that greets each new dawn. And as you do, remember always that the divine does not sleep, and neither does the protection that surrounds you. It is a living, breathing force, a force that defies the darkness and embraces the purity of your spirit. With every beat of your heart, I, Archangel Michael, have spoken these truths with a fervor born of divine compassion, urging you to reclaim what is eternally yours. May these words resonate in the silence of your heart and in the fervor of your prayers. May you step into each day with the unwavering certainty that you are encircled by an army of light, a celestial battalion that guards every moment of your existence. And as you do, feel the weight of the past lift, replaced by a boundless joy and a peace that surpasses all understanding. Continue, dear one, on your sacred journey with faith as your guide, love as your shield, and the eternal light as your constant companion. Let no shadow diminish the brilliance of your spirit, for you are a child of the Most High, and nothing in this world or beyond can ever alter that truth. With every step, reaffirm your worth, reclaim your space, and rediscover the infinite reservoir of strength that lives within you. The darkness may try to linger on the fringes, but your light, radiant and unwavering, will guide you forevermore. So, in this endless continuum of divine revelation, hold on to this truth. Let it be your fortress, and allow the sacred fire of protection to blaze on throughout your days. And now, as the words settle into the very fabric of your being, step forward with the assurance that the heavens themselves declare, you are safe, you are whole, and you are eternally blessed. And it is so. Yes, beloved, I will continue because your soul is still listening, and heaven is not finished speaking. What's happening around you is deeper than what the eyes can see. It's spiritual, it's energetic, it's divine intervention disguised as discomfort. You're not just being alerted, you're being awakened. This stranger who keeps coming near your house, this shadow that keeps returning when you're not home. They don't even realize they've entered sacred ground. They're walking on holy territory because the place you live in carries your spiritual imprint, and that imprint is divine. You don't just live in a house, you live in a space marked by God's love. A space where angels linger, a space where your tears, your laughter, your prayers have left vibrations in the air. And that's why the intrusion feels so wrong, because something sacred is being touched by someone who has no right. They think they're unnoticed, they think no one sees, but heaven sees. I see, your spirit sees. And this is the final moment before full revelation. Something big is going to happen. A shift, a confrontation, not through fighting, not with anger, but through truth. Their face will be revealed, maybe in a conversation you weren't supposed to overhear, maybe in a dream so clear it feels like you lived it, maybe by a slip of the tongue from someone who knows too much. But it will happen. And in that moment, you won't even need to react. You'll simply stand in your light, and your silence will be stronger than any accusation, because you'll finally understand. This battle was never just about you. It was about what you carry, what's coming, what you're meant to become. You see, child, you have something sacred within you that most people can't handle. And instead of growing their own light, some people try to steal someone else's glow. This person, this visitor, this intruder, they were never after your things. They were after your frequency, your essence, that unexplainable presence you carry when you walk into a room. And when they couldn't find it in themselves, they tried to borrow it from you without your permission. But that's not how the spirit works. Energy that's not earned becomes unstable, and now their chaos is starting to crumble. That's why they're desperate. That's why they keep coming back. But this time, they'll be met with a force they didn't expect. You, fully awakened. You, fully covered. You, walking in divine power. You finally realizing that the discomfort wasn't an attack. It was a call, a sacred alarm ringing deep in your soul, asking you to come home to yourself. And now, you've answered. You're not the person you were when you first felt the shift. You've changed, and no matter what this stranger does now, they're already too late, because you have returned to your center. You've remembered who you are, a divine child, a spiritual warrior, a vessel of light so pure that darkness has no language for it. You're not broken. You're being rebuilt, stronger than ever. And now I must tell you something about your path ahead. Over the next few days, the energy around you will feel lighter. Don't be surprised if you suddenly feel emotional for no reason, or if you get chills while sitting in silence, or if a feather appears somewhere unusual. These are not accidents. These are signs, indicators that the divine has moved, that the guards have been posted, that your house, your energy, your name are now wrapped in layers of angelic defense. Your space has been reclaimed. The door that once allowed the wrong energies to enter has now been closed by heaven's hand, and the peace that was taken from you is on its way back, stronger, deeper, more unshakable than ever before. There is something else I need you to know. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you. And now is the moment I choose to reveal it. They're 70, but they look 30. What's more powerful than your thoughts? Time's up. The answer is your speech. What you speak has more of a vibrational effect than what you think. Ask any expert. Therefore, you're much more likely to get what you want when you speak your dreams, instead of thinking your dreams. And now you know why people have been praying for 50,000 years. I've always looked at prayer as a way to connect to a higher power and feel better. But it never occurred to me that prayer could help me reach my most physical, worldly dreams. Dreams like getting rich. But that's exactly what's happening to people who watch this video. The source of the prayers will shock you. It's a small group of Hasidic Jews that many call a cult. But even if it is a cult, everyone agrees it's a good cult, something that truly helps people. These guys are called the Malachim, which means the angels. They're 70, but look like they're 30. And they supposedly have communication with actual angels that bring our prayers before the Almighty. Pretty crazy stuff. The whole video really blew my mind. Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret. I think this video may just be the missing link you're looking for to get everything you ever dreamed of. My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. You're not crazy for feeling too much. You're not imagining these shifts. You're spiritually gifted, and the more you step into this truth, the more protected you become. The more your intuition grows, the more the wrong people begin to fade out of your life. You'll start noticing the shift. Friends who once felt close may feel distant. Places you used to love may now feel heavy. That's your spirit telling you what's aligned and what's expired. Listen. Don't cling to what no longer feels safe. This season is about cleaning out the spiritual clutter so that your next miracle has space to land. And oh, the miracle is coming. That's why this battle came first. You see, spiritual attacks often arrive right before a breakthrough. That's what this was, a final distraction before divine elevation. But now that you're aware, nothing can stop what's unfolding. I've already seen it, the joy, the shift, the moment you step into something that was designed for you alone. The letter, the opportunity, the unexpected visitor who says something that opens a new door. It's all in motion now. You just have to stay in your light, stay grounded, stay protected. Speak life into your space. Wake up and say out loud, this home is sacred. This body is sacred. This day is covered. When you do that, heaven responds, the angels align, and the intruder's path becomes blocked by light so powerful it blinds them. Now take a breath, child, right here deep. Close your eyes if you need to. Let this sink in. You were never supposed to carry this fear alone. You were never supposed to sit with this confusion without answers. This message found you because I wanted it to, because you deserve to know the truth. And now that you know, you are no longer a victim. You are not someone to be watched. You are someone to be respected, protected, and lifted. I am assigning 2 angels to walk with you for the next 7 days. You won't see them, but you'll feel them in the way peace returns to your room, in the way noise quiets around you, in the way your sleep deepens. They are not just guards, they are carriers of new joy. One will clear the energy, the other will prepare the path. And when this is over, you'll find yourself looking back, not with fear, but with faith, because you'll know this was the turning point. The moment the attacks ended, the moment your authority returned. You are not the same anymore. You're covered now, crowned now, chosen forever. And so it is. Yes, I will continue, because your spirit is still absorbing, still healing and receiving what heaven has waited so long to pour into you. There are things that cannot be rushed, and this moment, this quiet moment you're having right now, is one of them. The atmosphere around you is shifting, even now, slowly, gently, but deeply, because something in your soul has finally said yes. Yes to awareness, yes to truth, yes to standing in your divine authority and saying no more. No more silent suffering, no more brushing it off, no more letting things slide that clearly disturb your peace. You finally understood your peace is not a small thing. It's sacred, and it must be guarded like a treasure. Now, I want to show you something about that stranger. Not just their actions, but their motive. Because you need to understand the kind of energy you're dealing with. This person doesn't just carry curiosity, they carry hunger. Not the kind that seeks food, but the kind that seeks identity. They've been wandering, spiritually confused, empty. And when they came near your house, they felt something. They may not even understand it clearly, but what they felt was spiritual safety. They felt what you've been carrying without even trying. And they decided in their own darkness to keep coming back, to take, to touch, to be near, but not to heal, not to grow, just to copy, to take shortcuts, to try and wear your energy like a coat that wasn't made for them. But that coat doesn't fit them. It never will, because the truth is what's meant for you can't be stolen. And every time they try, every time they return to touch what is sacred, they create more consequences for themselves. You don't need revenge. You don't need to catch them red-handed. Heaven already has. The exposure will come not just to your eyes, but to the eyes of others. They will try to explain themselves, justify, minimize, but people will see it, and more importantly, you'll feel the shift in power because you, child, are no longer powerless. You're stepping into your season of spiritual maturity, a place where your intuition leads and your light protects you before harm ever reaches your door. Let me say this plainly now. This will never happen again. Not to your home, not to your heart, not to your spirit, because the covering on your life has thickened, the presence of angels has increased, and your spiritual armor, once left in the closet, is now fully on you. You are guarded. You are ready. You are no longer the same vulnerable soul they mistook for weak. Now, when they try to come near, they will feel it in the air. Something will stop them, block them, confuse them. They won't understand why they can't step forward anymore. But you will, because you'll know that heaven has closed that door for good. Now let's speak about your home. Not just the structure you live in, but the energy of that space. I want you to anoint it, cleanse it, declare over it. This is your temple. Speak these words as you walk through it slowly. Only love lives here. Only peace reigns here. No shadow, no spirit, no stranger can cross the light of this home. Say it out loud, even if your voice shakes. Say it when you wake up. Say it when the sun sets. Say it until your home doesn't just feel safe, it feels sacred. And when you do this, every wall, every doorway, every floorboard will begin to echo those words like a shield. The air will shift, the energy will rise, and the next time darkness tries to enter, it will have no choice but to turn away. Child, this is a new era for you, a spiritual rebirth. Your vision is sharpening, your discernment is growing. You'll begin to notice things that were always there, but you didn't pay attention to before. That uneasy feeling around certain people, that heavy energy in certain places, that sudden tiredness when a message arrives from someone you know you shouldn't trust. All of it is your spirit warning you before danger knocks. Listen. Trust it. Don't second guess it. You've been given that gift for a reason. And now that you're awake to it, it's going to guide you through everything that's ahead. And what's ahead is beautiful. I see blessings arriving like waves. I see doors that were once sealed begin to creak open. Not because of your strength, but because of your surrender. I see joy returning to your space. I see someone new walking into your life with peace in their hands and honesty in their heart. Not someone who takes, not someone who hides, but someone who matches your light because they've been through their own darkness and have healed from it. Someone sent, not attracted. A person aligned with this new version of you, the real you, the awakened you. And I see abundance, not just in money or opportunity, but in rest, in stillness, in finally being able to sit in your space and breathe without anxiety sitting beside you. That is the reward for listening, for acting, for standing in your spiritual truth. This is the season where peace becomes permanent, not temporary, not shaky, but deeply rooted like a tree that no storm can shake. You've prayed for this for so long. You've wondered when it would finally come, and now the answer is arriving. Not with noise, not with drama, but with quiet shifts that you'll only notice because you've become sensitive to the voice of heaven. So hold your head high now. You've done something most people never do. You've faced the invisible and claimed your power anyway. You've responded to a message, not just with curiosity, but with obedience. You've honored the whisper that said, "Open this before it's too late." And now it's not too late. It's right on time. The attack failed. The spirit behind the intrusion has been removed. The energy around your life has been rewired. And you, yes, you, are about to walk into the most spiritually protected chapter of your entire life. You are not who you were before this message. You are stronger, you are surrounded, you are safe. And now I say these final words to seal this message deep into your soul. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. No visitor with bad intentions shall enter. No curse, no fear, no shadow can survive where the light of God is present. This home is covered, this soul is sealed, this journey is blessed, and this story is now redeemed. You may close your eyes now and rest. The angels are still watching, and I am still here. Always. Archangel Michael,